We begin here at 5 with two big weather stories that we're following.
We are bracing for the possibility of heavy rain and strong winds moving into the area. We have a first alert weather day in place for tomorrow. And we also continue to track the latest developments from Hurricane Melissa, which made landfall in Cuba earlier today as a dangerous Category 3 storm and is now headed for the Bahamas.
We have team coverage here at 5. Jason Allen is live in Jamaica, which is just now beginning to assess the damage. Let's begin with Lonnie Quinn in our virtual studio. He is tracking both of these major stories.
Okay,
Lonnie.
we're going to try to jump on top of everything. First thing I want to talk about, the latest information is in on Melissa. So, down now to a Category 1 storm. You betcha. It's been weakening interaction with the land, getting weaker as we go. Winds are at 90 miles per hour, moving now finally with some speed, moving to the northeast at 16 miles per hour. So let's talk about where the storm wants to go next. The track looks like this. It'll be moving over the Bahamas. It's there right now. It moves over the Bahamas as this Category 1 makes its way. Okay, we're thinking that once it gets into the open ocean, this is key. All right, all of this is still warm water. This could very well strengthen back to a Cat 2 as it pushes closer to Bermuda sometime early Friday morning, making a pass. Looks like it's to the west of Bermuda. So right now, not calling for a landfall in Bermuda, but they're still on the dirty side of the storm. That's the problem when you're on the eastern side of the path, and that's where you catch the worst weather. So they could still have those hurricane conditions in the island of Bermuda. This is the storm we watch coming into our area for tomorrow. It's not today, it's tomorrow, a first alert day. You guys alluded to this, and here are the stats. 1 to 2 inches of rain, heavy winds out there, maybe 30 and 40 mile per hour gusts, possibly stronger in some spots, and some minor coastal flooding. All that on the table, and I'll describe it in more detail a little bit later on, but right now it's all yours.
All right, Lonnie, thanks very much. And Lonnie and the rest of the First Alert Weather team will be tracking the heavy rain moving in. You can get the latest updates on air and streaming on CBS News New York.
And the U.S. is sending rescue and response teams to the Caribbean. At least 25 people dead in Haiti after a river overflowed, flooding homes. And then in Jamaica, officials say that 77% of the country is without power.
Jason Allen is live in Santa Cruz, Jamaica with the latest. Jason, how's it looking?
Dick, this is one of those cities without power. This is also one of those cities that got hit by those just tremendous flash floods. The one here, all the rain fell in the mountains and came all the way down right here through the middle of Santa Cruz. That's what all of this mud is piled up from in the street, and the people here just beginning to start this very long cleanup process.
Video from above the fishing village of Alligator Pond shows massive destruction. And on the ground,
roof has gone, clothes has wet up. I need some help. Please, I need some help.
Power lines are down across Jamaica, roads covered in mud and water, and homes damaged or destroyed. Tourists captured the damage throughout the island's hotels and resorts. Melissa came ashore as a Category 5 hurricane Tuesday, with wind gusts topping 200 miles an hour. The storm damaged several buildings at St. Elizabeth Technical High School.
Students and teachers at this high school sheltered in a concrete building. This is their classroom. The roof ripped off and the walls are now piled onto all of the desks and chairs where they would have been sitting on a normal day.
So it's important that we get back to some level of normalcy.
Principal Keith Wellington told us he wants to find a way to keep the school's senior class together.
It's not even just about school and getting to do their exams, but the period of socialization, what they go through when they're at school with their friends. It helps them mentally.
Jamaican authorities say 25,000 people here are in shelters, and they are working on a long-term housing plan.
No one must be turned back from the shelters. No one.
There are similar scenes in Cuba, where 700,000 are in shelters after Melissa made landfall as a Category 3 hurricane. The storm, seen here from the International Space Station, is moving over the Bahamas and will reach Bermuda on Thursday.
Former member of parliament who was out here today, I was talking to him for a while. One of the first things he said was, despite all of this, it could have been worse. When I asked him about that, how could this have been worse? He said because amazingly no lives were lost that he is aware of anywhere here around the city. Dick and Christine.
Amazing. Jason, thank you.
Thanks, Jason. People in our area are trying to help residents in the devastated island nation. Nassau County Legislator Carrie Salages has launched an emergency supply and fundraising drive to help the people of Jamaica. His district carries a large population of Caribbean Americans. The donations will be delivered to impacted families in Jamaica.
have the opportunity to help those in your neighborhood, in your community, and beyond in the world, and you could do something.
We still await a general assessment as to the damages in Jamaica, but as of now, we recognize that there are significant damages. There are some obvious things that are required.
Donations and supplies are being collected at Nolan's Caribbean Cuisine restaurant in Elmont.